John.
I'm here.
How are you? You've got a fly rod in hand?
No, actually, I'm not quite there. I'm near Montgomery, but I got a little bit of a late start, and I'm well ahead of our starting schedule, so I pulled over to fill the time with you.
Well, that's good. That's good. Tell us what you're doing out there this morning.
Well, the Illinois Smallmouth Alliance, in conjunction with the Friends of the Fox River, have for 8 years in this area, down in the Montgomery, Aurora area, planted 1,000 to 1,500 water willows once a year.
Is that right?
These are emergent shoreline plants that get about 24 inches tall. They're very good for both protecting the existing shore from erosion and then providing all other kinds of benefits for the environment.
So you've got a two-prong approach of providing cover for baitfish, for smallmouth, for what?
For virtually everything in the river. The food chain starts with plankton and insects, both of which find the shade and protection from current that these plants provide excellent nursery. And whenever the flood water comes up, you see a lot of big fish activity in the willows themselves. These plants are 24 inches tall, and there might be 6 inches sticking out of the muddy water, and you'll see the stems or the tops of the plants darting out of the way as fish are moving through their feeding. The carp love them, bass love them.
Nice. Where do you get the water willows from?
We get them from Country Road Greenhouse in Rochelle, and Larry Creekmer is the owner of that, and it's an interesting wholesale business that provides prairie plugs is what he started out with. He kind of built a niche before anybody else was doing it. So they provide these native plants, but they also provide wholesale only, again, a whole host of native Illinois plants for prairie restoration.
Well, you're a busy guy with the Illinois Smallmouth Alliance. For our listeners, John is the fly fishing coordinator. We know the fly fishing subset of the statewide organization of the Illinois Smallmouth Alliance is the Bass Buggers. On paper, he's got a title. In real life, John runs the Bass Buggers and corrals a pretty interesting group of folks. Does a lot of work out on the Fox River. We've got an event out there Saturday the 24th. Can you tell the listeners what we've got going?
Yeah, this is, I think, the fourth one of these that we've run, and I'm calling it a cast and compare outing. It is not a fishing outing. It's an opportunity to come out and test cast on the water, fly rods, lines, and to share your opinion and your gear with other members. It started out small with just a small group of us bringing our favorite bass rods out and trying them out. And last year we assembled a whole group of new rods that were loosely corralled around the concept of short bass rods. Called it the Short Rod Shootout. This year we're doing something similar with a slightly larger group of rods from PFO and Scott, as well as members' rods. And that's next Saturday from 8 a.m. till noon, Glenwood Forest Preserve in Batavia.
At Glenwood Forest Preserve, that's on 25 North?
25, and for those of you familiar with the river, it's very near Funways, and it's the Forest Preserve parking lot closest to what was the Lower Batavia Dam that's now gone.
That's South Batavia Dam. Sure, that's a pretty area to fish. Fee for this event, John?
There is no fee. We will serve lunch afterwards. We hope to have a lot of people come out and enjoy the opportunity to really test how these different rods handle, sometimes the same rod with different lines, and to learn. And it's open to anyone of interest. If you're just kicking around with the idea of maybe wanting to start fly casting, you can come out. You can see a whole bunch of guys doing it.
Well, that's good. That was going to be my next question. Will there be some instruction there for people who want to try and fly?
It's very informal, but yes, the members share both the reactions and thoughts on how certain rods are best used, or certain casts work, or how far you should cast, how far you need to cast.
Wonderful. Well, you mentioned that this is on the water. You would recommend people bring boots and waders?
Yes, definitely.
Wonderful. What's the water condition out there now?
I haven't seen it since it went down, but it's dropped 500 cubic feet per second in the last 2 days, and it is low. It's at summer low levels of about 670 cubic feet per second in Montgomery, which is ideal.
That's
for
wadeable,
the event.
sure.
Yeah,
sure.
It's ideal for this event we're doing today. And if you're familiar with the Fox, that's when you start to see those big rock bars appear out in the middle of the river.
Absolutely,
Down
absolutely.
like
So let's recap. The Illinois Smallmouth Alliance is holding a cast and compare outing next Saturday out on the Fox River, just below the South Batavia Dam, Glenwood Park Forest Preserve. How does one get a hold of you? There's no sign up, there's no fee, but what's the contact route?
You can look on the Illinois Smallmouth Alliance website, and there's contact info there. You could certainly contact you, who are co-hosting this with us at One More Cast.
Sure.
And I will mention that we're also serving lunch at the end of this. So, if you can come out for some portion of the morning,
awesome.
It's kind of fun. It's an opportunity for guys who usually split up and go different directions to stay in one place, try different rods, and then socialize a little afterwards.
Well, very nice. You've got the opportunity to test cast new rods with flies under actual fishing conditions, rub shoulders with anglers, other fellow fly anglers, and then have the opportunity to have lunch. We're talking with John Loeback, the fly fishing coordinator for the Illinois Smallmouth Alliance. John, thank you very much. You have a great day. Heather asked me to tell her when we're going to go to commercial, so I'm going to get another cup of coffee. Heather's going to commercial. And you have a great day planning water willows. Thank you so much, John.
Goodbye.